Hi everybody, welcome to my Flosstube channel. My name is Candace. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you found me, and if you're returning, thanks so much for coming back. I am a day late today. It's been kind of a rough week. I put some lipstick on to kind of try and make it better, but I'm obviously very pasty right now. I had mentioned, if you saw my video last week, I had mentioned that I had gotten a crown put on, and I was very excited because I had been dealing with insurance and waiting. My dentist did not get everything cleaned out as good as she should have before she put my crown on, and I ended up with a pretty good infection in my mouth. So, I was just in too much pain yesterday to record. My pain meds are working rather well right now, so we are going to try and get through this video as quickly as possible while the pain meds are still working. So I am on antibiotics and pain meds to try and get the infection cleared up. It was rough though. So I also mentioned that we went to my mother-in-law's last weekend, took the boys bowling. We had so much fun. My oldest is very competitive though, and if he didn't get like a strike or a spare, he cried. I mean, what are you gonna do? He's got to learn. But we had the bumpers in, so that was weird for us adults because I haven't bowled with bumpers since I was probably like 4 or 5. But my youngest son had a blast. He was so excited just to bowl. So it was my husband and I, my 2 kids, and then my sister-in-law. And they made it so that anyone that came in, we were the second group there. We got there right when they opened. And anybody else that came in, they were separated from us by 2 lanes. So it wasn't... we kept our masks on and everyone was socially distant. Like, family groups were socially distant from each other. So, it was really, really fun. And we really need to go do that again. That's pretty much all of the life update that I'm going to go into because I don't want my mouth to start to hurt. I notice if I talk too much, the pain meds wear off faster. So, that happened earlier today. So let's get into it for this week. I forgot to mention last week that thanks to some amazing Flosstubers shouting me out, I hit 1,000 subscribers. Yay! So we do have a little special something at the end of the video, and I'll just leave it at that right now. Let's start with some whips. So, first up, the 100 Days of HAED challenge for my dog's walking around upstairs for Stitch Talk HAED challenges group that ended on Saturday the 10th. That was 100 days from the beginning of the year. So I just wanted to show you, I mean, it was only like 3 days, so I'm not going to put up where it was before because it was only about 150 stitches or so, but there's where she is right now. So I want to say I'm at like 58%, somewhere in there. I ended up doing a little over 6,000 stitches during this 100 days on this piece. Oh, and this is a Heaven and Earth Designs chart. This is mini Citrine. I take for granted that I show this every week, and some of you may be brand new and haven't seen it before. So the top of it is finished. From about here up is finished. So it's rolled up underneath here. And then I have a little bit left to do right here. Oh, wait. No, that's white. I have a little bit left to do right here. And then here you can see all the open space. So I will use this for the next 100 Days of HAED challenge, which should be late summer, early fall. So that we get those 100 days done by the end of the year. So that one is done. I will probably not touch that for a little while now. I want to get some more work on some of my other full coverage pieces. So otherwise, it was all about Go Stitch this week. Semi-Sane Stitchers, if you need the password for that group because you intend on participating, you can find that below for April. The April password is down there. There's a different password each month. So, so let's see. I had showed you last Wednesday the letter Y was a Go Stitch. So I showed you that. But that night I ended up working on Mini Dark Goddess. Here's where it was before. And I worked on this one just because. And then I worked on it again on Monday for the letter M. So there's where it is now. Lift that up so it's not quite a shadow. So I was working down in here. I honestly cannot tell if that's focusing or not. I used a different setting on my camera, so we'll see. But I think I probably got around 600 stitches in on this week. Not as many as I had intended, because I wanted to work on this while I was at my mother-in-law's. And I kid you not, I got into the book I was reading, and I basically, any free time I had while we were there, I was just reading. I put like 61 stitches in this, and that was it. That's all the stitching I did on Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one. I want to keep working on her because purple's my favorite color. I know you probably can't tell that right now, but oh, and this is on a 25 count easy grid. All the grids, if you've never seen a full coverage before, these little squares are 10 by 10. So if you stitch over one on 25 count, you'll get 100 stitches in each square. And I do one strand of floss over one on all my full coverage pieces. They're all full cross. Okay, so then let's see. Thursday was the letter H. So I pulled out, I want to say I had more than one, and the boys picked this one. I let my kids pick for ones that I had more than one whip for that letter. So this is Halloween and Cross Stitch. This is Cuore Batticuore. And I'm doing this on a 28 count factory tea dyed Monaco. Here's where I was before. And now this one, if you have the letter in Go Stitch, I have no idea what that dog is doing. If you have the letter in Go Stitch, you stitch 200 stitches and you're done. Now I just kept stitching because this was what I felt like stitching on that day. If you don't have the letter that's spun, then you have to do 400 stitches on any project of your choice. So here's where it is now. Okay, so I got a bunch of her dress done. That is a lot of stitching. That's so many stitches. So her dress is almost done. It's so close. And unfortunately, it's not the only thing that's very dense stitching in this. So we have this, the pumpkin. Yeah, that tag right there is all filled in with white. I don't know if it's gonna focus or not. Weird. I wonder why it's having a hard time focusing today. Anyway, so yeah. So there she is. I actually have this as a whip go project too. I have it for a finish by the end of the year. That might have been just a little, what do you call it? I don't know. My brain is not functioning correctly. But I don't think that's going to happen. So that night, after the kids went to bed, and I had pain meds on board. I worked on another Cuore Batticuore. It's funny, you'll see a trend because a lot of my big pieces are from her. This is the Christmas sampler, and I'm using this one for Alpha My Bet in the Stitch Talk HAED challenges, Semi-Sane Stitchers. So, the goal for this is every 2 weeks a letter is called, and when that letter is called, then you work on that letter, and hopefully if you have more than just an alphabet, you work on more of it. The goal is to have a finish by the end of the year. So here's where I was before, and I didn't get like a ton done on this, but I definitely got some done. So I got this G done over here. So the letter H was called last Friday. So I obviously haven't done that yet. I did get this part done, the bottom of the cake stand. And then I started working on this flower here. So if you've been with me for any amount of time, these 4 flowers in between my fingers right here were off by half a stitch. So I wasn't spacing anything by these 4 flowers. However, because this was dead center, I was able to put this one exactly where it's supposed to be. So that way, when I do the rest of these 4 flowers over here, they will be correct. And I can do stuff off of them. So then I got the G done for this little alphabet too. So not a ton of stitching, but I was in a fair amount of pain, and I went to bed at 8:30 that night. So I'm just glad I got my G's done. Now I just need to work on the H's before I is called next Friday. Not this coming Friday, but next Friday. So then on Friday, the letter D was called. I don't have any projects with the letter D. So I worked on one of my WhipGo projects. And WhipGo is a Facebook group run by Jessie Marie of Jessie Marie Does Stuff. And she kind of came up with WhipGo as a way to give her some goals on her whips for the year. So now it's a thing and a whole bunch of people do it. So this is Hello Dear by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. And I'm doing Hello Dear on a 32 count white Lugana. There's where I was before when you guys saw it. I worked on this for the letter D, so I needed to do penalty stitches. And then I worked on it again for the letter N for Sunday, penalty stitches. So I got a lot of stitches done on this week. Let's see. About 1,000 stitches done on this during those 2 days. So there's where I am now. So I finished the robin, and I finished a lot of the little motifs in between the robin and the bunny. And I got started on the bunny, and he's almost done. There, hopefully that's a little better, a little easier to see. So yeah, I like this. It's coming along. We're getting there. I would say I'm probably a little over halfway done. Because I still have, you know, the trunk of the tree and then the deer and the presents. Unless I copy, I think it was Janet Jabber. I think she put a snowman down here. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Maybe I'll put like just a little, I don't know. I have to think about it. Because my fabric is white and I don't know how well a white snowman would show up. So I have to think about it. Okay. So then on Friday, no, that was just Friday. On Saturday, oh, there we go. So Saturday was the last day for the 100 Days of HAED challenge. And my total, I'm at 59% on that chart. My total number of stitches for the 100 days was 6,614 stitches. I'm pretty okay with that. So for the letter L that was on Saturday, I worked on Lavender Farm. By guess who? Yeah, Court E. Batticuore. I don't know why this isn't, that's so weird. Anyway, I started this last year. My intention was to stitch this for my granny, and the room that she had at my mom's was like a light lavender on the walls. This would have looked amazing in there. And if you've been here for the last couple videos, my granny passed away just after Christmas. So I am still stitching this. I think I might keep it now. I don't know if I'm going to send it to my mom and have her put it up in that room or not, but I might. So here's where I was before. And I haven't pulled this one out in a while, so it's been a while since you guys have seen it. Oh, let me get put my needle somewhere else. And here's where it is now. I know it's wrinkly. I'm sorry. I keep these folded in my project bags. Lavender Farm is on a 28 count mushroom Jobelin. No, lamb's wool Jobelin. So I ended up getting down here at the bottom, there is not the border, but these plants right here. And then I got some of, this is a lavender bush. These will be lavender. I just haven't put the purple in yet. And then I finished off a few little stitches in here. So that's what I was working on. And I did 207 stitches. So it's not a ton, but I did get, you know, quite a bit of this done in here. So this is also a Whipco project, which is set for a finish by the end of the year. Did y'all see that house? That gigantic full coverage house. I wonder if I can... I don't think that did anything. I don't know. Anyway, big house. I really should not ever touch the settings on my phone. Ever. Because for some reason it doesn't want to focus now. Okay. We did Sunday because that was the letter N, penalty stitches for Hello Dear. Monday, this past Monday was the letter M, and I did Mini Dark Goddess, the full coverage piece. So Tuesday was the letter G. I have Game of Swans from Long Dog Samplers. Now, this chart is what I chose for the Long Dog Leap Day Sal that was started by Erin Two Martini Stitcher. And this is what it looks like. I apologize for the glare, but I don't really want to take it out of the plastic. So, since I know I mentioned this last week, I started stitching in November of 2019. Leap Day was February of 2020. Not a very experienced stitcher. This was like the most massive thing I'd ever decided to take on. I didn't have all the colors, and instead of going out and getting all the colors, the DMC for this, I just chose closely. So here's where I was before. And this is on a 32 count Silvery Moon Lugana. And here's where I am now. So yes, this will be a unique piece because no one else's is going to look quite like mine. I look at it and I know I'm not very far into it and I could restart it if I wanted to, but I really don't want to. I think in the end it'll all work out. But like this red flower right here it's pretty bright compared to all the other colors. But I think in the end it'll all work out. So I'm actually surprised my borders are this good. And I have measured again just to make sure. I do have enough fabric, so I won't get down to the bottom and run out. So I did 258 stitches on that. And I do have this on Whipco. I have it down for, I want to say I wanted to get the top done. So like the top row of pages. So it'd be from like here up. Sorry about my phone. From like here up. And I'm right in here. So definitely feasible. This one is not quite as ambitious. That's the word I was looking for before. Ambitious. Not quite as ambitious as the other one. I got it in my little fox bag, which is kind of funny considering foxes would probably go after swans if they were hungry. Okay, now Wednesday. The wheel spun and it landed on Ode to Vowels. Ode to Vowels, in a nutshell, is you take any of your projects that start with a vowel and do 100 stitches on them. You have 24 hours. Now you can pick whatever 24 hours you want. I just chose to do it that day, yesterday. So in that 24 hours, you stitch on as many whips that start with a vowel as you can. 100 stitches each. So I did. So the first one I started with, this is a waffle lot. And since there's so many projects for Ode to Vowels, I'm not going to do a before picture because it's only about 100 stitches. And I can just show you exactly what I did. So, oh, here. How about I show you the chart? This is hands-on design. This was a special release with the Black Needle Society in the Date with Your Stitching box from January, I believe. Okay, so here's where I am. I was right in here and I just did 100 stitches of banner. Some of these I did close to 100, some were, 130, 140. It just, whenever I was done with the strand of floss I was using, after 100 is where I stopped. So that was the first one I did. The next one I did was from Silver Creek Samplers. And this is called Izzie Dekayen. I love this one so much. And I'm doing this on, hold on. I can't remember what the fabric is, so I don't want to get it wrong. A 32 count Sandcastle Jobelin using called for DMC. So I had this part of the O done, so I did all the little swirl, the top and the swirl. Sorry about my floss. I just stopped. I literally got to 100 stitches and just stopped because I was sick of stitching with black. After doing Halloween and cross stitch, her dress, I did not want to stitch with black. But then the next one I picked up, I'm sorry, my nose itches, is Madame Chantilly Iced Lemonade. And I'm doing this one right here. So this is on .28 count Hazy Gray from Fabric Flair. I forgot. All I have to do is look at the top of this and it tells me. So here's this one. And what I did for my 100 stitches is I did the handle right here. And then part of this. So that was my 100 stitches in white. Apparently I picked some projects this week that didn't have a whole lot of color. So I did 107 stitches on that one. Now, I had asked a question because this next one from Hands On Design is monthly charts. Now, it's called A Year of Celebrations, So obviously I can use it, but I assumed that I'd only be able to use it for August and April. And I was told no, I could use it as a year of celebrations, June, a year of celebrations, July. So this gave me some extras. Now I already had January through May done. So obviously I can't use those. But here's June, and I did the sandcastle. And then July, don't ask me why, but I did all the white stitches. So the white that's in the, what do you call that? Bunting or whatever? I don't know. The stars, the little bit of white right here, and in the pants. So for August, I finished up the word August. I had the A-U and a little bit of G. So I finished up August. I did sunny, and then these are ants. I didn't do the back stitching yet, but those are going to be ants. For September, I did this right here, that little bottom corner border. For October, I did OCT. November, I finished the word November. I had the N and the O, so I finished the rest and then did bless. And I realized my spacing is off with this pumpkin. Gonna leave it. No one will notice but me. And then for December, I finished up, I had a few letters left in December. I did Mary, and then I did a strand of floss for that corner. So that's what I got done for a year of celebrations. And then I still had time left because my 24 hours wasn't up yet. So I decided that I was going to do 2 new starts, because for every 3 whips you did with a vowel, you got an extra entry. So I did 12 total. Now, these are also part of my stash acquisitions. So, okay, so I will show these real quick. These are 3 charts that I purchased from Shakespeare's Peddler. They're antique scissors and spools. And then I got antique cups and spoons. And antique locks and keys. So I didn't start the scissors one yet, but I did start locks and keys and cups and spoons. I'm doing this on a 32 count limestone Lugana. So here was my start on locks and keys, or I should say antique locks and keys. And then this was my start on antique cups and spoons. So I decided what I'm going to do is I pulled 3 color and cotton flosses, and I was just going to do 1 in each. You know, I was going to use this chimney sweep for the locks and keys. I was going to use this bronze for the scissors, and I was going to use dusty blue for the teacups. And then I started thinking, I'm like, no, because then if I use all 3 colors in each one, that was weird. It told me my maximum recording time was reached. I don't understand. Anyway, so hopefully you saw these: chimney sweep, dusty blue, and bronze. And what I decided to do is for antique locks and keys, I'm going to do the word probably in the lighter blue. The keys will be chimney sweep, and then the locks will be bronze. So for the teacups, I'll do the lighter blue for all of the cups and the pots. I'll do the bronze for the spoons, and then the word I will do in chimney sweep. And then for the scissors, I will probably do the word. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet. I think I'll do the spools in bronze. I'll do the word in light blue maybe, and then I'll do the scissors in chimney sweep. That might be what I do. So that's what I'm thinking for those. But these colors look really good on this fabric. I mean, it's a little bright on there, but... So I did 100 stitches on each of those. And the only reason I didn't do the third one is, number one, because I already had a number divisible by 3, because I had 12. And number two, I ended with 2 minutes left in my 24 hours. So I was pretty excited about that. But these will definitely get worked on periodically whenever I am feeling the need. So then today, the letter S was called. Now, I have quite a few that have the letter S. So my kids each, I said, which one do you want me to stitch? And I read them off what I had. I didn't even show them what they were. I just said, what do you want me to stitch? So kid 1 says Spring Awakening from Little Dove Designs. Kid 2 says, my dog again. I don't know what it is with this dog. I had to put the other one in the crate because last time I recorded a video, he decided to eat a bunch of Kleenex. So it is Seasons in Chalk Art by Priscilla Blaine, and that one is, it was like Priscilla Blaine and Kathy Haberman of Hands On Design collaborated for it, and it was in Just Cross Stitch magazine, June of 2016. So, Seasons in Chalk Art Summer. So those are the two, and so I wrote a number down. I said, okay, whoever's closest, I will stitch that. So, Spring Awakening 1 from Little Dove Designs. And this was, you guys have seen this recently if you've watched any of my older videos. This was a whip go last month. So, I got a chance to work on it today. And I did, this is so funny, after I counted up all my stitches, because I like have a little piece of paper and I'll write down as I do sections, 399 stitches today. Okay, so here's where I was before. And there's where I am now. So I got these little chicks, Mama Duck. I got the rest of the water done. And then I got this line. These are going to be purple flowers. So this is the midway point. That's basically like smack dead center of this chart. So the next time you guys see it, I will probably have moved this up because everything is done. With the exception of the back stitching right here that says Spring Awakening. I'll do that last. But I will probably move it up so my Q-snap is like right here so I can get to the bottom of the chart. And, you know, finish up the border and all that good stuff. So, so that is my stitching for this week. No finishes. Just those 2 new starts and a whole bunch of whips. So I like that it wasn't just alphabet. I didn't look at the wheel closely before to realize that there's a few other things on that wheel than just the alphabet. So Semi-Sane Stitchers has just some super fun challenges in that group. This is like the Leaning Tower right now, so I'm just going to move some of these back over here. We don't need to have an avalanche while I'm talking. Left my chart out. I will say that everyone is starting to talk Mania plans, and I am not doing Mania this year. I did it last year. I did the 31 starts. I had that experience under my belt, and I won't do it again. I looked at the challenges in Semi-Sane Stitchers for May, and I'm pretty excited. So I'm just going to focus on those challenges for May. I'm not doing anything Mania-wise. Which is fine with me. I mean, who knows? Maybe you guys will like a little break from Mania talk. You never know. I had one more whip. It was a knitting, actually it was a knitting new start / whip. And this pattern, sorry, let me pull out my Kindle and show you what the pattern looks like. It'll just be faster than inserting a photo, hopefully. So this pattern is actually already out on Ravelry. It's called Ocean Avenue, and this was originally designed as a 13 color stole, scarf, wrap, whatever you would like to call it. So it's called Ocean Avenue, and it is by the Woolly Dragon, who, she's a yarn dyer, also a pattern designer. Her name is Sarah Florent, and I ended up using 2 of her yarns and 1 of another. So the yarns I'm using, now the reason why she sent this out to be tested again is she wanted to do a single color test to be accurate on yarn estimates, and she wanted to do a 3-color test. So I told her I could do the 3-color. So I chose, let me find my ball bands here. So these are her, that's the Woolly Dragon. So this is Evergreen. And these are a sock yarn. They are 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. This is Clouds. And then the third one I used, this is Hypothesis yarns. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, they're in Newfoundland. But this is an 80-20 sock. So it's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. And it's called Last Midnight. And that's this one. So there are my colors. And I got to start on it because my kids started swim team this week. So I got to start on it. And this is just, it's just a seed stitch. And I have a feeling it's not going to focus. I won't use that setting again. I apologize. I don't want to change the setting now, though. Change the setting. What's going to happen? I lose my whole video. So, I'm working on that at swim. That's going to be my work on at swim project. As far as plans, I'm just going to keep going along with the Go Stitch and working on Mini Dark Goddess as it's my focus for full coverage fanatics. No, focus for semi-sane stitchers, but I'm using it for a book in full coverage fanatics. I got 3 charts because Heaven and Earth Designs is having a sale. 50% off sale. It ends today. So if this video gets up today, you still got time. If not, I'm sorry. The first one is Merry and Bright, and this is the mini. That's the mini version. I love it. I've loved this since it came out. And when the mini came out, I was super excited because I didn't really want to do the gigantic one. I got Mini Home for winter. And I just love this one. I have loved this one. I've loved it and loved it and loved it. And I have a feeling that I'm probably going to start it soonish. And the last one I got is a full-size chart. This is 550 by 687. So it's about 22 by 28 on 25 count fabric. And this is called Magic City with Books. And it's beautiful. It's just gorgeous. I apologize for the glare, but it's gorgeous. I'm very excited about this one. But I need to work on some of my other full coverage before I start that. Okay. Last thing is a few little things I acquired this week. Because my phone tells me I only have about 5 minutes of video time left. Probably before it shuts off again. So, Fat Quarter Shop. These cute little masks. Look, it's got kitties on it. And it has a wire in the nose piece. So I have a new mask. It's so cute. I did get Flea Market Flowers. This is by Lori Holt. It is going to be a stitch along starting in June with Fat Quarter Shop. I still need to do a floss toss on my fabrics to see what I want to use for it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I won a giveaway from, she's Sammy Liz on Instagram and Sam from Montana. So I won this chart. This is Country Cottage Needleworks. What is it? Santa's List. And then she sent me fabric for it. Thanks, Sam. Okay. Pretty, right? There's the coordinating fabric. Of course, I'm going to make a bag out of this. Maybe 2, depending on if I have enough. Okay, and then I just have 2 little packs of floss. So this is the monthly thread club from Color and Cotton. We got brown sugar. I don't know why I put my hand up. It's not going to focus. And then these 2 are just limited edition. They don't have a color on them, but they're like a really pretty light pink and a really nice brown. So I love these colors. So pretty. And the last one was the Fat Quarter Shop Floss Frenzy. So these are 5 colors of Weeks Dye Works. So we have Wasabi, Meadow, Ivy. Oh, I like that. Super variegated. Emerald, Lucky. Look at that. It's got like golds in it. And Envy, which I love because it's like the brightest green I've ever seen. So that's it. There's one more thing. I have giveaways. Because I hit 1,000 subscribers. Yay. 1,000 subscribers. So hold on one second. I'm going to pause this and I'm going to get those over here. Okay. I put the settings back. So I'll have to put the 2 videos together, but that's okay. Okay, so we have giveaways. Yay! Now, because I hit 1,000 subscribers, I decided that I should give away 10 things. Yep, 10. 10! Okay, so I have my little list of words here because I didn't want to forget what it was going to be. So, the first one, this is from Madame Chantilly, and I just happen to have 2 of these. This is her Celebrate Summer chart. So what I would like you to say for this one, if you would like to win this one, please don't say giveaway, please don't say free or win or anything like that. Be 18, be a subscriber, you know, all that fun stuff. But if you would like to win Celebrate Summer, this is not a small chart. This is, we're going to go 134 by 232. These are huge. I'm working on Celebrate Christmas right now. But this one will be coming. I will be working on this eventually. So if you'd like to win Celebrate Summer, just say summer. And the next one, this was given to me by my mom. She had a friend who used to own a needlework shop. I had no idea about this. This was way before I discovered cross-stitching. But my mom gave me this chart, and it is called, it's from Shepherd's Bush, and it's called Snow. So there's that one. It does not come with the buttons. It's just the chart. But if you'd like to win this one, just say snow. And you can only win one. Even if you put in for all 10 of them, you can only win one. The next one is, this is from Lori Holt and Fat Quarter Shop. And this is the Vintage Christmas Sampler. So this came out not last Christmas, but the Christmas before. And these are really cute. They make awesome ornaments. I didn't do it in a big size like this. I just picked a couple and made ornaments as a present. Okay, so if you'd like that one, hold on. Oh, wait, I know what it is. I want to make sure. Okay, say vintage. So we have summer, snow, and vintage so far. Okay, Now the next one, I know I'm not going to stitch it. This is the chart that was in the box I got. The on-the-go stitching box. So this is from Ink Circles. It's called Half the Fun. So if you would like to win this chart, just say fun. F-U-N, fun. Okay, next, you guys saw this one last week, and I'm not going to bother 123 Stitch about the possible mistake with this fabric, but I would like to give it to someone if they know they're going to want to stitch on it. So this is a 32 count Murmur Lugana. It says Murmur, it's not. Someone said it looked like murky. So it's a piece of 12 by 17 from Picture This Plus. So if you would like this, say Murmur. M-U-R, M-U-R. And that one can be yours. Okay. So next, I showed this a very long time ago. And let me get everything out here. Okay. So this is the bag. You know where I'm going with this, right? I had started this, and it was the very first Stitch Quarterly from Fat Quarter Shop. And it's really, I mean, it was fine. It's just not me. So I am giving away my start. This is a Fabric Flare fabric, and it has like, it's like a wood grain. I have part of the H done. There is a needle in here that came with the pattern. You'll have the pattern, the needle, the fabric. Here is the floss. It's DMC. The little tin, which this holds your needles. It's got a magnet inside for your needles. And then the bag. So if you would like to adopt this whip, then just say home. And I will send this out to you. Well, there's a little ribbon in here too that was around everything. I didn't know if somebody would want it for finishing, so I left it in there because you never know. Okay, so just say home. Next up, this is from the Drawn Thread. It's called Almost Halloween. I stitched this. I loved it. I loved it. It's fantastic. So, if you would like this, just say Halloween. Oh, next up we have Country Cottage Needleworks. This is, it just says number 142, but on the back it says away we go. So if you would like this one, just say away. Okay, I have two more. Second to last, we have Lizzie Kate, Cat Lessons for People. I stitched this. I changed the middle cat to look like my Vinny that we lost almost 2 years ago. I went out and checked in the yard today, and we planted plants over our two cats that had passed away in the last few years. And they're coming up, and they look like they're going to be ginormous this year. So I'm very excited. So if you would like this one, just say cat. Last but not least, I have decided that I am not going to stitch this. The little tiny start that I had, I'm just going to rip out and I'll repurpose the fabric somewhere else. This is Kringles from Little House Needleworks. So, if you would like to stitch Kringles and receive the petite treasure braid that goes with it, then just say Kringles. So I will send you the chart and the petite treasure braid with that. So if you would like that, say Kringles. So there are your words for the giveaways. I hope you guys enjoy them. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you have stitchy friends, tell them, come on over, subscribe, enter the giveaway. But please just don't say giveaway. I already get like weird spam comments when I upload. So I really think they just have like some computer program that looks for new videos that are uploaded to put their link on. So generally I have to keep an eye on it for an hour or two and get those deleted so they don't stay on there. Weird, creepy people. So I hope you guys enjoyed. My mouth so far still feels okay. So I'm going to go change out of my work clothes. Yes, it's a sweater because it's 45 degrees outside. It's 45. I don't know what is happening in Northwest Indiana. It's just, it's silly. Silly. So I'm going to clean up my mess. And then I'll probably have to start dinner by then. So, because I have quite the mess now. I hope you guys have a great week. I will be back next Wednesday, barring any tooth emergencies. Keep your fingers crossed that the antibiotics work and I don't need to go in and have more dental work done because I don't want to. So, have a great one. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.